What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. We have Yuta Okotsu. I think I'm saying that right, from Jujutsu Kaisen, the movie. So it's him with a sword. I'm on the landscape page just to fit in a bit more of that sword. And use a pencil and an eraser. Hit pause if I go too fast when I move my hand. Okay, so we start with his eyes. And his head is sort of slightly off to the right. It's more or less in the middle. Say if that was the center, but it's just a little bit moved this way, just because I wanted to fit in the sword handle on this side, right? So we're just over here. Center point of my page is about there, right? We just come over to the right a little bit more than usual. So if that's the center, just come over to this point, and that's where his eye will be, right? So let's go. We go diagonal first, and then we'll bring it across. He's got kind of these sad eyes that kind of go downwards, curved down a bit, right, like that. And then we got to thicken up the top eyelid, so you just make it sort of darker. So like extra weight to it, so you just darken it up. Right, like so, and sometimes there's an extra line kind of sticking off here. Like that. Bottom eyelid is like kind of a triangular sort of shape. So we go down here. And then it'll kind of curve around like this. So when I say triangular, I mean like sort of angled, kind of like a V, just there. And then we have some extra lines just around his eyes. Just there. He also has this red color, sort of blush lines around it, but that's done in red, so you wouldn't draw it in. You could draw it in with a pencil if you were coloring over, just these sort of red lines here. And then his iris and his pupil. So we have a circle just underneath his top eyelid, right? So the circle has the top cut off because it goes underneath the top eyelid, just there. And then his pupil in the middle. There, like that. So we go over and do the other eye. So just about here, right? So I'd say we're not a full eye over, well, maybe, nearly. So like here to here, we kind of fit in between. It's tight because the eyes are quite big. So here to here will bring you roughly to where the next eye starts, right? You go again. So you go over, into this, and down. This time might be a little bit smaller than this one, but that's okay. I think his head is in like a 3/4 sort of pose. But you could do them the same size, it wouldn't really make much of a difference. And then we thicken it up again. So like so, when you add that line that comes off the front. And then the bottom eyelid again, that's that sort of V sort of shape, just down here, down and up. Like so. And then like eyelid line, like stress lines kind of around his eyes. And then his iris and his pupil, circle with the top cut off again underneath the top eyelid. Come around like so. And then his pupil in the middle. And try and make the pupils the same size. Like that. Eyebrows. So starting there, and the other one starting there, and then we will tick a line going that way, and then we add a spot that we can color in. So just add a shape, and it gets skinnier as we go back. So you just have a little spot there that's like his hair color. And then we have an eyelid line underneath that. Again, down turned eyes, right? The eyelid line goes down. And then same thing over here, pretty much. Eyebrow ticks up. And then add a spot that we can color, gradually getting skinnier as you go back towards the end. And then an eyelid line here as well. So all we can see really of his nose. So we've got like nostrils just here, nostril there, and there seems to be like some hatching kind of just on his nose like that. Maybe like a bit of a frown line or something here. Line there. So then his mouth, so kind of a downturned, kind of sad sort of mouth, or like determined. So like starts here, just about underneath the eyebrow, and then it curves over, down the middle, back up, and then down to there. Like so, roughly. And then like a line for his bottom lip. Just there. So we can't see his chin, okay, because the sword comes across it, right? So we'll just draw in the hilts of the sword here, because it's right close to his mouth here, okay? So just here, we'll do the hilt, the sort of brass sort of section, right? We're going diagonal here now. And the sword comes off this way. So we have another sort of brass section here. That. And then the sword will go off this way. So we might as well do that. And it's slightly curving the sword, right? So that way. And then the other side. Goes off that way. And then there's a center line. Going off like so. So then his face lines come out from here, right? So his jaw comes out there, and then this side will go up like so. And then his jaw will curve around here up towards the hair. Then we've long fringe, right? So one spike starting here in the middle, and then the rest come around. Spiking down across his face and his eye and eyebrow and stuff all the way down. And it goes back the other side as well. That. And then the other side. down, like so. Back up. And his ear sticks out from here, so it comes around back into the side of his face. So there. On this side, out, down, back in. And then bones and ligament lines, cartilage lines inside the ears. So this kind of stuff. Like that. Then the rest of his hair. So coming out from behind his ear, sort of here. More spikes. This, kind of a few on the top of his head that sort of stick up on their own, like that. And then we'll go down the other side here, into there, sticking out here. And behind his ear. And some come down just behind the ear here. So, and then some behind his jaw. Right, so then his hand is holding this sword, right, coming down. So we got like the handle that goes this way. And then there's another sort of section there. So his hand is holding the handle here. So we've got sort of knuckles and hand lines and bumps and stuff, right? So side of his hand there. And this will go up around for knuckles, right? So say up like this, down, up, down. There seems to be gaps in between, like every now and then. It's just the way he's drawn. Down like that. And then we'll go around. So you have 4 knuckles, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this one comes around for the side of his hand. Down for his wrist there. And then the thumb comes out the other side here. Like so. In, down. Down like this. So hands are always tricky, so take your time. The wrist comes down this way. You have like a wrist line or a wrist bone or something there. Another one there. And then his sleeve, just there on the bottom of my page. We got more lines inside here for knuckles and things, right? Just to give it a bit of definition, right? Just these sort of lines coming down this way. Another line there, maybe. And then, so we can see some more of the handle of the sword. So it comes down to about there, right? So the line will travel. So we'll go around. Like so. Then this side. Like so. And then bottom of the handle of the sword there. It's got another angled line there. And then we have these crisscross sort of lines, right? So like this. They're like woven around once you get the kind of shape of them, get the feel for it, you know. Like that. And then more here. Like so. Okay, so we can see like some of his fingers sticking up here, right? So another sort of top part of his finger comes down, up, down, into there. And then he's got that ring on his finger here, so curves around like so, and the bottom of it there like that, and then top of the finger just here. That's like that silver ring. That's pretty important, obviously, because it's in all the promotional images. And then, so there's another hand sort of floating here out to his elbow, and then that joins his shoulder. So we'll draw that. We'll keep going with the hands, right? So the bottom of this hand, right? We've got this sort of W kind of shape here. Okay, that's the bottom of his hand. And then this will go up underneath like this. And then we have 4 fingers here, right? So we'll go 1, first finger, up like that. And then your finger has 3 segments. So you go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Like that. And then you do the same thing kind of back here, right? So you have some bumps for knuckles. And then we 3 segments. 1, 2, in behind, and the third one just comes out underneath there. Let me do it again. But we can see less of this side of the finger. 1, 2, 3. That'll kind of go in behind here. And then this one kind of sticks out a bit more this way. So 4 fingers. We can't really see the thumb. The hand just kind of disappears in behind here, down to there. And you might have some like hand lines just inside here, skin folds and stuff for his hand. So then his wrist will go out here, and then this curves down to there, and 4-arm line, so the wrist goes back in there. And then we have his sleeve, so fabric just kind of curves around his sleeve here. Another line that way. Another one there. And these fold lines, right? And then we got to join this part of the arm up to the shoulder, okay? And it kind of bumps and folds for his fabric of his clothing, going behind the hand and then up towards the shoulder, sort of in here, and then bumping around this way, going off that way, like another fabric line there. And he's got a collar on, so a collar comes down behind the sword around his neck there, and around the other side here. fold line here. Like so. To there. And then his other shoulder comes out from here down off the bottom of my page like that. And the arm comes down there to an elbow, sort of off my page down here somewhere. So we got like these bumping lines down like that. And then like another sort of shoulder line, arm line there. And then he has a button just here with another part of his jacket sort of closed. So it comes around like this. Like that. And this has an edge to it. So like another line like that. There's another fold here. But I think that's everything. That's how to draw Yuta from Jujutsu Kaisen. Hope it's helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.